Move. Tamales, tamales, tamales. Get your ass out of here. Move. Get your mother. Get that son of a bitch. I'm gonna get you, you mother.
Well, that super unpleasant gentleman went after a vendor named Juan in San Pedro, California. This is a vendor who sells tamales, street tamales, which is one of the few things, honestly, in life right now that actually makes life pleasant, right? Street vendors who sell tacos, tamales, whatever, in Los Angeles, Long Beach, San Pedro, all around here. And this racist guy decided to attack him, tell him to get out of there. Apparently he lives nearby and was triggered by the very sight of a man trying to earn a living by selling tamales. Now the video quickly went viral and got a lot of attention from people living in San Pedro. And what I love about the ending to this story is how the local community rallied together in support of Juan, and they documented it on TikTok. We have a quick video showing you how.
This is Chris. In San Pedro, California, he attacked a street vendor with racial slurs that I can't put here on TikTok and tried scaring him away. I spoke with Juan today. He's a good kid trying to make a living. So this Saturday, we will be there, June 11th, 10 a.m. at the location where it happened in San Pedro to show Juan that he's not alone.
So they decided to do these buyouts, basically, like where they buy all the tamales and they support his, his little business selling the tamales. And so here's Juan's Instagram page, by the way, if you want to follow the work he's doing and support him. Tamales El Primo. And he also has set up a GoFundMe to also help out. So please help Juan, victim of a racist attack. And I just love seeing the community get together. We have one more video for you. It's B-roll, so let's keep our mics up as we talk about it, because they had lines that were super, super long, people getting together, contributing to his little business and having a good time while doing it.
Love it, love it. And it's a perfect way to strike back. Oh, that's awesome. Okay, everybody's having fun. It's a community get together and they fight back with love, right? And business. It's just perfect. I love that they organized this.
Look, I grew up in Reseda and there were always vendors in our area, in our little neighborhood, and I loved it. Like I remember playing outside with my friends, we would ride our bikes, and there was always the man selling the elote, and I freaking, like we loved it, or the chips that you put like the hot sauce and the lemon on. It made, like, it was such an important part of my childhood. It made it so sweet, it made it so wonderful, and like, that guy tries to be the arbiter of what is and isn't allowed in that community. Like, F off. If you don't like it, stay in your little cave and shut up.
Yeah, so now I want to get to that guy.
Yeah.
So first of all, I'd love it if Juan turns into the tamale titan of LA.
Yes.
Okay, I mean, I don't know how he made enough tamales for that giant line. So I'd want to support too. I don't know that I wait on that line. So you guys are awesome for doing that, okay? So now to the racist guy. Look, I realized as I was writing my book that, so I grew up unentitled. I never felt that I was entitled to a job or to any position or to a status. It just never even occurred to me. And growing up as an immigrant in America, you're always treated as the other. And even by people that have good intent, they don't mean harm by it, but they're just like, oh yeah, he's Muslim, he's Turkish, he's this. It's just you're different, right? So you don't feel entitled to anything. And in an ironic way, that made me realize how the entitled people feel. Now their worldview is they are entitled to everything. So that guy who's clearly racist, he called him, wet, you know what that is, etc. Let alone cursing at him. He grew up in an environment where he felt like white right-wingers like me, men like me, are supposed to get everything. And so when he doesn't get everything, like, hey, I tell you to move, you're supposed to move because of who I am, right? And when the person doesn't move, he's like, now other people are allowed to disagree with people that look like me? And I have to listen to Juan and let him sell tamales? I don't want to. He finds it genuinely outrageous, right? And so that is the giant culture clash, not necessarily among races, but among people who feel entitled versus the people who don't. So that's why you're seeing all these videos that us, the unentitled, can't relate to. We're like, that is so weird. Why does he feel like he can yell at that guy like that? Because he grew up in a worldview where he got everything. I mean, he's not a rich guy. It doesn't look like he's a rich guy, but the mindset is still the same.
Yeah, and what I don't understand is like just the unwillingness to acknowledge that this is a man who's trying to make an honest living. Making tamales, by the way, not easy. So I'm assuming that there are people in his family who are working hard to make those tamales so he can then go out there and sell it. Also, right now, a lot of these street vendors are targets for robbers who just like, because they're selling tamales, oftentimes they're paid with cash. And they're targeted by all sorts of people, all sorts of criminals who are trying to basically rob them of the hard work that they're doing, of the earnings that they've made as a result of the work they're doing. And I just have a tremendous amount of love and respect for them because again, there's a personal element of it for me because it reminds me of my childhood. It reminds me of what makes Los Angeles so great. And then also just admiration for how hard they work just to do what we're all trying to do, right? Take care of our families, live a decent life. So to see the community rally in support of Juan, it's not often that we do stories that make us feel good, makes me feel good.
Yeah, I'm gonna add one last thing here. So for the Republican right-wingers out there who feel like put upon, and then they see that community get together, they probably, like we look at it and they go, that's so cool, they're having fun, they got together, they're doing something. They probably look at it and go, they probably hate it, to be honest. Now, he didn't like Juan being there, and specifically because of his race, he said it in the video. And then all of a sudden, hundreds of people from the same race show up, and he probably feels like, oh man, look at all these people here. But dude, we're also people. We also exist. Our feelings and our lives are no less important than yours. Why can't we get together? Of course we can get together. Why are you allowed to do anything you want, but then when we do it, it bothers you? Can you guys see our perspective ever at all?
They don't really care to. It goes back to what you were saying about entitlement. They feel entitled to not even have to consider our perspective, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, okay, well then, sad day for you because we're already here, man. And we're not looking to replace you. You're here, nobody made you go back to somewhere else, right? And so-
You're in LA.
Yeah.
I mean-
If you can't deal with Latinos and you live in LA, you're in the wrong city, son. Okay, it's not Juan's issue, it's your issue. You move your ass out to wherever you need to go, but this is not the place for you. Thanks for watching The Young Turks, really appreciate it. Another way to show support is through YouTube memberships. You'll get to interact with us more. There's live chat emojis, badges. You've got emojis of me, Anna, John, JR, so those are super fun. But you also get playback of our exclusive member-only shows and specials right after they air. So all of that, all you gotta do is click that join button right underneath the video. Thank you.